Jim and Terry Show coming to you from the Hobbit Hole Studio in Bob Cajun. I'm one of your hosts, Terry.
And I'm the other guy, Jim.
And the Jim and Terry Show is about things we've heard. Two retired guys with a coffee. Cheers, chin chin, clink clink, and slurp slurp slurp.
I gotta have a drink here.
You gotta have a drink of that dark roast coffee. And we talk about things that we've heard, and we have heard about things to do with Havana. Cigars.
I never thought I'd be in this position in my life where you don't even really know who to root for anymore. Like, I got to root for Cuba. I'm sorry, they're freezing them out, they're starving them out, they're heating them out, and now they're going to go after Raul Castro.
You're talking about the U.S. when you say they. They're going to. The U.S. is going to.
To expand their territory.
Same
as they want Canada.
So this Monroe Doctrine, the Monroe Doctrine used to be the belief that America is destined to have control of all of the Western Hemisphere, including Canada, Greenland, and...
Well, King Trump wants that.
Yeah, King Don.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. I'm going to call him King Don.
Okay, let's talk about... Cuba specifically. You and I are old enough to have been under the desk during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes.
And in our school, we had the siren on top of the school.
I remember them going off.
And I remember them going off, and the drill was to, if you had no time to get to the basement of the school, you were supposed to hide under your desk.
Yeah, that's okay if you got a little tile falling down, but...
Not the building.
I remember in first year of high school, I had to look at ways to identify different hydrogen bombs and nuclear bombs and everything. And I remember saying to the teacher, this is about the most stupid thing you've ever put me through. Like, why? If I can see one, it's too late. I
can't believe it. You were given that. Identify, is this an atomic bomb or is this a hydrogen bomb? Yeah. How do you tell?
And why?
Because
what's it to me in my world? Will you just let me go out? I'm hungry. I want to get to my locker and get my sandwich.
You typical adolescent boy.
Oh, I wasn't good though.
All right, let's get back to Castro and Raul. And you say he's been indicted by the U.S.
Well, I think it's either it's happened or it's happening today, where they're going to charge him with. I guess war crimes?
War crimes? Oh my God!
United States Church. Okay, all right. Let me calm down. Okay, fine. Anyways,
is that what they call the leopard eating its face?
It's just an excuse because, as you know, since Venezuela, the Trump administration has been torturing the Cuban population, and
by torturing, you don't mean literal take them away and put.
No, starving them, preventing them from having hydro or daylight, like
diesel
light
fuel,
at night,
oil,
no fuel whatsoever, and just making life absolutely hell and miserable. And the Cuban people right now are very tired. They probably couldn't fight off an invasion in any way, shape, or form. And of course, now they go in and they get Raul Castro, because he was in charge of the military at that time. Or
Castro was still alive.
The Minister of Defense. Right. And this plane went into their territory. They were apparently warned, or they had done it before, and they shot it down. 3 people died, one of them being an American. So, wow, now the Americans want to go in 30 years later, almost 30 years later, and they want him. He's now been charged, and they want him, that 90-year-old man, to be tried for this, even though he was only fulfilling his position to defend the nation.
Well, we know that Nuremberg trials debunked that whole thing. You can't hide behind, I'm just doing my job.
But it wasn't just that. It was like if the United States we shot down balloons over North America, right? So same idea. You don't come into our airspace.
Right.
But they went into their airspace. They were warned, and then they were shot. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's the same as I was only doing my job. He's Department of Defense. Mm-hmm. Get out of our airway, or we're going to shoot you down. Happens all the time in the world, quite frankly. So, anyways, to me, it's all a facade. They're just want to have a reason to put that great big aircraft carrier off the coast and go in and take the country.
So are you saying that you expect in the news, breaking news, any moment now, a force will go in to extract Raul Castro?
Yeah, it's going to be the same probably it's going to be the same as Venezuela. They'll start parking the boats, blowing up people, leaving the island, probably fleeing to the United States. They'll blow them right out of the water. They don't care because it's not a war crime if they do it.
And they don't want immigrants, illegal immigrants.
And they don't want illegal immigrants. So it's all part of, I believe it's Trump's ego. I'm expanding the territory. Like I said, we got Venezuela, we've got Cuba, two easy ones. After that, I'm guessing Canada, even over Greenland, because Canada, right on the border, easy pickings to him.
Yeah.
So this is the future, I'm thinking. So I don't know what kind of defense Cuba can put up against the
Do
might
they still
of the
have
United
a
States.
defensive alliance with Russia? And is that going to be a wild
Well,
card?
this is another thing I personally think. He's a friend of Putin. Now, I don't know if you know Putin's now threatening another country, eh?
No, what?
Yeah, up by Estonia, that area.
Okay, so
Probably
Poland,
the first one. The first one next to
Finland?
Well, the United States pulled out of Poland.
Yes.
Are you aware of that? So that's to make what? Room for Putin to go in and take that area
without
again.
facing American troops.
They're not providing the financial support they once did to Taiwan, which allows China to take what it wants. And in exchange of that, Trump gets to expand the territory, the mighty, mighty evil nation of the United States.
So it is seeming to unfold the way we had heard it was, which is Trump gets the Western Hemisphere, Russia gets all of Europe, and China gets Asia.
Yep, and that my brother Bobby has been saying this forever as well. That is the alignment, and to me, it looks like it's falling into place because Trump is patting the backs on those dictators as if they're buddies. He can't say enough good stuff about them. Doesn't say one bad thing about either one of them.
No.
And then he, in turn, gets complete control of the Western Hemisphere. And then he can be the king and be praised and worshipped and build monuments like the statue they built at his golf course and those fake prophets praying over it.
Unbelievable.
And over the absolute idol that they're supporting. It's just it's unfolding. But folks, if I could say anything, try not to get too bent on a joint. It's something that's going to have to happen.
The UFOs will take you first.
And they'll probably just watch it happen. But the thing is keep your faith if you got it. And that's what I'm doing. Keep looking up because it's just going to get weird.
Putin followed Trump 1 week later to China. Putin had all kinds of agreements signed, bilateral trade agreements. Trump had nothing.
Yeah,
Trump had no even joint statement at the end of his visit. There was nothing.
No, nothing announced. Well, he announced all kinds of stuff.
He did?
But it doesn't. Well, no, just that we're going to have these 200 Boeing planes. Well, that was going to be 400. Now it's 200. And where's the contract? Do you see it? Does anybody see it? I don't see it. So I think probably Xi Jinping probably read the riot act to Trump in China.
Look here.
Yeah,
Who's
I'll give
in
you
charge?
this big parade because you love little children waving and everything.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I'll give you all of that. But the bottom line is this: the agreement sticks. Russia gets Europe. I get Asia. You can have the West. That's what I think.
Okay.
Now I may be wrong because China has a lot of influence in South America.
Yes.
So
they've invested a lot, especially in Brazil, I think.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if they would end up getting compensated for that, or do they get what America has invested in, like Taiwan and other areas?
A lot of quid pro quoing going on.
And you got a lot of non-God-fearing people in control of the entire world at this time. And then
who saying benefits? Trump is not God-fearing?
And who benefits from all of this? The oligarchs.
The oligarchs, for sure.
They
who went on the plane with Trump?
Yeah, all the businessmen. Yeah, all the businessmen. Yeah. No women, funny enough, other than press.
And were there I didn't see the press shot, so I don't know. Was it all white guys who went? I'm just throwing that out.
Yes, I believe. Well, on our side.
The head of NVIDIA.
On the American side.
The head of NVIDIA is not white. Did he go?
The head of who?
NVIDIA.
If he did, then
that's a chip manufacturer.
I don't know. They all looked white to me, but Humans are all looking alike to me.
Oh my God. That's like saying aliens all look the same. And yet we know the reptilians and we know the grays and the greens.
Well, the
and
thing is we've been lied to in such heavy levels that they've got us exactly where they want us, Terry.
Dazed and confused?
Dazed and confused. We don't know. I thought Buffalo just had their first game with Montreal. Dazed and confused because it's just coming at you in waves. And who's really right? And you know there's people in power, and you know they're evil. I'm sorry. They're the ones in power.
Yeah.
And so there it is. It stands. So, the end's unwinding. It's going to unwind. Let it do it.
I'm not
'Cause we
sure
can't stop
about the
it.
biblical apocalyptic version of events that you adhere to will be borne out, but time will tell. I want to put in a little plug in the closing few seconds to Stay Spiritual, who had a great podcast about UBI, Universal Basic Income, with a guy who's world-renowned, who's going to be in Toronto this summer for a conference. I think it's called BIEN, B-I-E-N. Look it up, Stay Spiritual. Great podcast, guys. Very impressed.
Hi, sons.
Bye-bye for now.
With my morning coffee. It's from the way that